Okay, I came across another video from, I believe, Langley Outdoor Academy. I'll have it linked down in the description. That perfectly establishes what I mean when I say constitutional conservatives actually care about the Constitution. They don't really care about sides on political issues. This particular video involves a politician who is on the right. His name is Dan Crenshaw, who, honestly, a lot of the right can't stand. And I have no problem with the fact that a lot of the right can't stand him. I have no problem with the fact that people can't stand him at all. And just like a broken clock, even somebody who, their own side can't stand is right once or twice a day. So, what I'm trying to say is, and please go watch the original video for context, is in this one case, as far as they're discussing putting armed guards basically at schools, he's right. And constitutionally, he's right. There's that would be the solution, because the Second Amendment states that you can't take people's guns away. So the Constitution says that. So, I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. That's the law of the land, and that's what government needs to uphold. So, in this case, even though on many other topics there is not a chance that I am going to agree with this specific person because he doesn't follow constitutional law, on this specific task, this specific point, he's right. This is the whole reason why we do not need identity politics at all in the United States. And actually, identity politics runs afoul pretty much of the Constitution in many ways, because you cannot be a group of people trying to live under the same laws and a guaranteed set of laws if your ideals don't line up with the laws that are considered legal under that group. I mean, just a straight fact. So, this is one of the reasons why I have said that constitutional conservatism, it actually puts you in the center. This is because you can't go too far to the right, because there are constitutional issues if you go too far right, and you can't go to the left very far because there are a lot of constitutional issues that a lot of the ideas are against the Constitution, period, or involve changing the Constitution. And if your go-to is to change the Constitution, that means you're not for the Constitution at all. I mean, let's get that out there. If your goal is to change the Constitution, then you don't believe in it. And you cannot say that you believe in it. I mean, there were very, very smart men that were well ahead of their time that wrote the Constitution. If you ever go back and read it, you can actually tell that they specifically left out any mention of race. They specifically left out any mention of sex or any of those things in the Constitution. When that Constitution was written, the word man meant mankind, which meant everyone. End of story. Men, women, children, everyone. And if you understand how to read and can actually read it the way it is written, instead of some bullshit ideologue's idea on how it was written, you'll notice real quickly that they were setting up for the removal of slavery. They were setting up for the ability for women to have voting rights and everything else right from the start. And all you have to do is just go back and read the texts that were written by the founders in the time period, and you can see these ideas that were, and how careful the words were chosen in the Constitution to cover these ideas when it was written. But that's a topic for another video. But in this case, go watch the video that I've got tagged down in the description to get a little bit more on why I'm making this video, a little bit of context into this. And once again, No, I do not support Dan Crenshaw. No, I will not support Dan Crenshaw. I really hope that somebody better runs against him and wins, but they have to be better. I mean, there's no point in replacing mediocre with mediocre for the sake of change. That's stupid. We need to have better candidates. We really do. And better candidates involve people who actually know what the hell the government is supposed to do and understand what it actually means to follow constitutional law.